There's one of them. It only needs to take out one more tank and he's fine. And that'll be it. So, but one comsat station scan would probably actually polish off that tank. There it is. Oh, and they all go off. Wham. Both race are out. So just that one more tank left there from D-Dong. But crucially, Fanta's going to take it back. And wow, physics lab after all. So Fanta is going to abort his covert ops plan. It was probably a mistake. That's probably what it was. He didn't plan to go for race, Ghosts. He probably just meant to go physics lab and hit the wrong hotkey or something. So both players cranking out their battlecruisers. It's going to be a battlecruiser war eventually, and why not? I mean, with the game looking like this, it's going to be a bit of a deadlock, and battlecruisers are the one unit that can break deadlocks like no other unit, apart from, well, actually Zerg have got a few good ones too. But this is not a game that features Zerg. This is Terran versus Terran, and when you've got tanks, missile turrets, and Goliaths, and the map is divided, a big map divided 50-50, that is it. You need battlecruisers. And D-Dong trying to be offensive here, but I feel that's a mistake. All he's going to do is prevent that command center from getting a few sneaky minerals picked off from the center. Fanta's tanks will see about that and getting rid of everything there. Looks like the dropships have finally been loaded with a lot of military units here. Fanta's going to drop this in, and he could be doing a double drop here. He's actually landing on the 9 o'clock, and just landing 2 Goliaths and a tank there at the 9 o'clock. And in the meantime, heading up with a bunch of dropships up to the top left, but the battlecruisers have already arrived. Fanta's going to see them. Fanta's going to know that he's going to need a lot of battlecruisers to contend with this later on. D-Dong, in the meantime, easily defending that attack on his 9 o'clock. In the meantime, the battlecruisers are just going to wipe the floor with these tanks. Oh, this is brutal. Tanks are going to get a few SCV kills, but that's about the most of it. These battlecruisers are going to have a field day here with these tanks, and he's already got so many of them. There's about six battlecruisers already. He's got 3,600 minerals in the bank, about 700 gas in the bank, but you got to bear in mind that he's got about 3 or 4 gas guys to play with, so there's that too. And what if these battlecruisers are going to pick off these dropships? Maybe they're not. Maybe they can't be bothered, but dropships are there for the taking. And D-Dong building a few more SCVs at the top left. Doesn't need too many SCVs at this stage. Fanta, on the other hand, has 7,800 minerals. Sorry, yeah, is that 7,000? Yeah, it is. Oh, and D-Dong taking the middle expansion. Will he be able to hold it, on the other hand? Fanta's building a lot of battlecruisers of his own. As you can see, he's got a lot of standing forces there. Both players trying to build missile turrets. And with the fact that D-Dong has that middle expansion has 2 gas geysers, so that's almost like when gas is very important, and it's absolutely crucial right now because both players have a huge surplus of minerals but not enough gas. Getting those 2 gas geysers at the center could be the game winner for D-Dong. Yeah, Fanta needs to do something about that. As you can see, both players upgrading ship weapons and upgrades for the armor. And as soon as that command center is finished, you can see refineries going down and 3 SCVs going immediately to each gas geyser. Seriously, Fanta needs to do something about that middle expansion. But we're going to have to wait and see. He took a long time to deal with that blockade to his ledge here. He's only just preventing it from happening again, as you can see, with tanks and missile turrets. Taking the rest of that bottom right now, so the map is split 50-50 once again, but with D-Dong taking a bonus expansion in the middle with 2 gas geysers, and there's the second refinery going down now. This could be bad for Fanta. Moving a tank around, Fanta's getting a few kills on that pretty easily. And Fanta, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Large number of battlecruisers being assembled here from D-Dong. Very large number of battlecruisers. And I could probably say it's the same for Fanta. Interestingly enough, you guys saw that the earlier stage of this game featured a lot of wraiths and a lot of starports. Well, very economical because they can now use all those starports and put them to good use, making battlecruisers. They don't have to build brand new starports. We've even got science vessels because Fanta is aware that his opponent has gone for battlecruisers. and he's going to want to get some EMPs off on their Yamato energy. Didong has pushed, he's being very aggressive here, pushed down to the bottom right, and he's got some shots off in the missile turrets over the ledge. If he uses some dropships to put those tanks back in the position they were earlier, he can actually move in and prevent Fanta from mining gas at that bottom right natural, and that would actually put him up 3 gases to, well, put him up by 3 gases essentially, because he'd have the 2 bonus gases in the middle, and he would have denied Fanta one of them, so that will definitely give him a lot more battle cruisers. Didong moving into position now. Fanta has to do something about this. Fanta has to do something, and he's charging with SCVs. Oh, in the meantime, Fanta moving into the center and actually wiping it out with battle cruisers. Very nice, and because Didong's battle cruisers are out of position, this is an error that he made here. Oh, and the Yamato coming out already. Fanta just wiping out this expansion here. Well, not wiping it out, but they've got to be careful they don't sort of linger there too long and get killed for it. But moving the tanks, this is a much more careful move. Bringing the tanks just in range, and they'll force the command center to be lifted off, and that will be it. So Fanta has managed to even things up once again. And after this is completed, he can then turn to the task of actually liberating his gas geyser at the bottom right, which is under siege. And we'll be back at a stalemate. Fortunately though, Fanta has got so many tanks in range of that ledge that Didong can't actually move some tanks close enough to actually get in range of that refinery. So I think Fanta's fine, and Fanta's killing his own units. Killing his own units, and that can only mean one thing, and one thing only, and that is that he wants more supply for battle cruisers. And that appears to be exactly what he's doing. He's upgrading, looks like, that big reactor thing for the Yamato energy. But looks like we're going to be going all out with battle cruisers. And boy do we have a lot of battle cruisers. Man, oh man. You can pretty much guarantee that there's going to be a big apocalyptic battle cruiser fight at some point in this game. And it is going to be the mother of all battle cruiser fights, because both players just can afford to pretty much use up all of their supply with battle cruisers. They're slowly just picking off their own units. You saw Fanta getting rid of SCVs before. Having a look at the SCV patches, there's hardly anything mining. I mean, they've just thrown away all the SCVs so they can free up supply. You can see that every spare SCV that isn't necessary, apart from maybe that one, has been killed. And Fanta's on 196. Sorry, 192. Didong was on 196. And yeah, just as you can see, they're still sort of killing units left and right. Anything that isn't absolutely essential is just being siphoned off and put towards the battlecruiser effort. I can't even count how many battlecruisers he's got at this point. They're all just flying over top of each other. I would wager that he has more than a full control group of them. So we're probably going to be looking at double control. Wow. Oh my goodness. We're probably going to be looking at double control group action from battlecruisers. See, we've already got like several science vessels per side. They're both going to be waiting to charge up EMP energy. Wow, this is. I don't want to say I can't watch, seriously. I can watch, but when this battlecruiser fight breaks out, it's going to be intense, and it's going to have to. I mean, this game can't end in a draw, surely. I mean, it may end in a draw for all I know, because this replay is got a long way to go. But you've got, looks like +3 weapons just being finished right now, or is it +1 finishing? Oh, we've got EMP upgrading here from Fanta. And this is going to be cataclysmic. Still building science vessels. If I click on one battlecruiser, he's on +2 weapons, so upgrading +3 now. So both players are actually getting to +3. I guess that's what they're waiting for. After they've got to +3, that's when they can sort of look for opportunities to attack. But I mean, when the game's been going for 43 minutes like this one has, and the game's down to a wire, both players have got half of the map each, and there's a middle expansion yet to be taken. And it's such a high-level game. You can't be too careful with what you do with your battlecruisers, because that is everything. And you can see Fanta just being even more economical, picking off a couple more SCVs here and there. The only SCVs that he can't pick off are the ones that are mining gas, even at the depleted gas geysers, because even just a few barrels of gas will be something you can contribute towards your battlecruiser effort. Clicking on D-Dong's battlecruiser there, he's actually got 1700 gas in the back, 6,500. Sending SCVs over here to be destroyed by Fanta. Can't be bothered destroying them himself. Here comes Fanta's battlecruisers, and every 4 to 6, I think it's 6 SCVs that get killed off. I think that's a new battlecruiser basically. And yeah, you saw him drop down to 194 supply. Immediately that went back up to 200 as he clicked on a starport and then clicked on battlecruiser. Wish I could tell who had the most battlecruisers at this point, because it's quite hard to count. Both players have still